Alright, and we are live. Welcome everybody to this very sudden and impromptu emergency Melnia pull stream. So I'm just gonna wait a moment to check and make sure that everything is going well on the stream. So basically I'm recording this part later on when I start the polls. I'm basically recording it as a portion to go into my next video that I'm working on, in which I will basically give a demonstration as to why. So basically I have a mock battle clip. I have it right here, which I will show you guys in just a bit. But basically I thought that, you know, with that mock battle, it's easy for people to understand why I'm going to pull for Melnia this time. And it's not because she is absolutely must-have. I'll talk more about that later. And if you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and then I'll basically try and, you know, answer as much as I can. And I think later today, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put out a video where I will do the actual, like, early review of Melnia as a unit and talk more about why ultimately I decided to, you know, fully, you know, pull for her, even though I kind of got chicken feet yesterday. So basically I took like a whole day to look into you know, the character, and then I've been mocking, like, there's a few people in my guild who has already got Melnia to level 140, so I've been mocking against those builds all day long. And yes, there's going to be a mock battle video for that as well that I'm working on, possibly coming tomorrow. I have basically gotten permission to show like 2 different Melnia team builds, and basically I think after I'm done with the stream, basically I'm going to go into mock battle and try and make some really good teams that can really, you know, as much as possible, maybe one of every element, to show how good Melnia teams are against like the entire spread. So that's the plan. And then for the stream today, it's going to be a very short stream because all I'm going to do is I brought this clip, that video clip of a mock battle that I'm going to show you guys and maybe talk a little bit about it. And then right after that, I'm going to head into the polls, and that's basically it for the stream. That's all. So this is going to be a super short stream. The purpose of it is to, you know, have like you guys comment in the chat on the upper right hand side here as I'm doing the poll. So that's basically the purpose of the stream. That's why it's not something that I scheduled in advance. It's a thing that I decided, you know what, since I'm going to be polling for her, I might as well make it a stream so that I can, you know, kind of get you guys to have like direct feedback and reactions as I'm doing the polls. Okay. I needed to check something. How is the audio balance actually? Like, can you guys actually hear me alright? Because this was so sudden, I didn't actually do like a audio check beforehand. All I can see is the stream levels, and it seems to be okay. And I need to actually need to pop up my chat so that I can see it clearly. Hey PS says, do we know what her vision card is about? I haven't kept up with news, but it sounds good to him. Okay, so they didn't reveal what kind of effects the vision card will have. All they have said so far is that it's going to be a weapon-based vision card as per usual. It's a cost 60 vision card. But yeah, no details have been given because they're still in the process of tuning. Hey Kale. Kale LK says, ooh, thought you were skipping her. Yeah, so originally I was thinking of possibly skipping her, because to be honest, she's not broken. She's not an OP level character. She's nowhere near as good as King Bradley or some of the, you know, other characters, especially Bright Elia, or Lightning Elia as I like to call her. She's definitely not on the same level, but she's still pretty good. And you know what? I think it starts showing my clip already, since enough of you guys are here in chat with me. And maybe after watching the clip, you guys will understand like what is the reason why I think, you know, she is pretty impactful in the game. Even if she's not going to be like the top meta, meaning I don't think she will change the way that you play the game. Meaning, you know, like with Lightning Alaya, the problem with her is that she has this triple hitting move, right? That basically can get to the back line, and that completely changes the meta in so many ways. Like, you know, characters like Bartz are no longer as good, even though previously Bartz was like a top tier character. So for Melnia, I don't think she changes the meta very significantly. I think Melnia is still really good, even if you end up pitting Melnia against Lightning Alaya. But obviously Melnia is an Earth unit with strike resistance, so she's still going to be able to beat the Alaya teams. The only thing is that there may be situations, like depending on how you build the Alaya team, you may be able to mix in some wind elements, some wind units, and you can actually try and take on a mono Earth team and potentially win. I haven't really tried it out myself yet because we're still in the middle of building all the different teams for the current guild battle map. But after this stream, basically on my way towards getting that Melnia mock battle video out, I'll basically be testing a bunch of stuff and see what are the best teams to showcase and put that into a video for you guys. My mic is sounding kind of weird actually, or maybe it's because my audio. Anyway, we are going to go into the clip. Faris Shinosuke says probably Asia up for gun wielding jobs, hopefully. Maybe. We did have a discussion about that in my guild, and we kind of feel like, you know, for the guns team to work, they definitely need like an agility vision card. If we can get that in the vision card, then that's when, you know, we can actually start to play around with like a full gun team. Earl Tanner says, so Faris is a disappointment. Yeah, Faris is completely not usable. I can show you guys right here. Like, I have Faris. I had her from a really long time ago when I pulled for her, and I believe I went to pity for her. I didn't upload it. I recorded it, but I didn't end up putting it up. But as you can see here with Faris, I basically took her to level 99 just for the TMR, which gives you haste ability, and I didn't even use it because in the end I didn't actually deploy any teams with double haste. But for me, the only reason to get Faris was basically to get her TMR, which as it turns out you don't really need anymore because Bromwell also comes with a haste TMR. So that's, for me, there's absolutely no use, no point in pulling for Faris anymore in the global version of the game, unless they gave her a global upgrade that actually solves most of her problems that are plaguing her. Jericho Eric says, what is the strongest element in JP right now? Right now, I think it has to be Earth. Actually, it's a mix. It's a balance between Earth, Lightning, and Dark. Wind, I'm not sure is that strong right now because we really need to play around with the Earth, the new Melnia teams versus Wind teams to figure out if Wind teams are stronger this month. But I expect that because now that there's Melnia in the mix, right, I think more people are going to do mono Earth team. So actually for the past month, right, for guild battle, for the most part, I've been using this team right here. I talked about it a little bit yesterday. So this is the team I've been maining for pretty much the whole of last month, the whole of June. And as you can see here, it's not a mono Earth team because I do have Alaya in the mix. And because of Alaya, even if I'm facing off against a wind team, Alaya can just, you know, take out the main party members in the wind team for me. So for example, the best scenario I can give you is, let's say you're fighting against this wind team here. So basically, Glassula, if she comes close enough, what happens is with this team, right, you can use King Bradley to do calculated rend to remove a barrier, and then next turn, Alaya will come out and do like a, one hit to her, and Glassula is dead. And then your team, this team right here, can just win against win teams just based on that. So win for the past month has not been that great, except for if you want to use Edward Elric in a strike team. So with this month, with more people using Melnia in their Mono Earth teams, it's hard to say whether or not Wind will become like a more relevant element now. Fiery Shinosuke also says, in before 100% strike or lightning resistance on GLX upgrade for Sylvia, Sildra VC. Sildra VC is actually really good, by the way. I have it over here. If you guys are not familiar with this, oh, never mind, this is the bad one. I don't actually use this VC, I just pulled it only for Sildra the Esper. This is the really good one. This is the FF5 vision card to have because it gives Bards as well as King Bradley 30 Man-Eater when using physical attacks. So this is really great. I highly encourage everyone to pick up the vision card when the FF5 collab is here. Let's see if there are any more questions. Vintage Blade says, IMO Faris is a really good idea for a unit, but the problem is her kit. It's just way too undertuned for me. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. So many problems with it. The damage is not quite there, and actually our impression of Faris is that she is probably better run as a tank, and yet she doesn't have, any real tanking capabilities. She doesn't have the ability to control hate, right? So even though she's really tanky, there's just no way you can, run her as a proper tank. And then for the other things like damage and healing, all of that, she is just so-so at those aspects as well. And on top of that, she runs out of AP, so that's like the final Achilles heel to Faris as a unit. So yeah, really bad. I don't regret pulling Faris in the end because of the haste TMR, but definitely I do not recommend FF5 Faris at all for when the collab comes to global. Eurostar07 says, I got 60k viz saved up for Alaya. I'm still doing well running Rainbow Strike, so I don't feel like summoning on anyone other than Ralph maybe. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do. Dialdo is actually really good, but again, whether or not you pull on Dialdo in global will depend on how stacked of a Earth team you have in global version. It depends on your collection of things in the Earth element. So if let's say you're doing really well on Earth, if you consider yourself an Earth specialist or someone who just plays Earth a lot, it's definitely worth picking up Dialdo as well. But if your Earth collection is pretty weak, then yeah, go ahead and skip it. All you really need is Raffle. Raffle is like the best tank in the game right now. And then after that, yeah, there are other better things coming our way in global version for sure. Fari Shinosuke says, pull Dialdo on Ross banner. Yeah, that's a possibility as well. Actually, for me, I initially skipped polling for Perrine way back when she was released in JP. But I actually got her when I was trying to pull for Dialdo. Perrine just spoke me, and I spent, I think, the next 2 months like grinding her shots until she finally became 140. So it took me like quite a while to actually get my strike team going. Alright, so I think that's every question in the chat. I don't think I missed anything. So now I'm gonna play the clip for you guys, which I feel like demonstrates why I suddenly feel compelled to pull for Melnia. So the starting part is very short because I'm basically trying to use this as an intro for my next video. So fortunately it's running at 1.5 speed, so we have quite a bit of time to talk about it as the action is happening on screen. But first I need to turn off the audio. Alright, you guys ready? Gonna click play now. Let me know if the audio is too soft for that. Alright, so basically I'm running a win team, and I'm trying to beat this Earth team with Melnia in it, right? And what I want you guys to notice is the positioning between all three different Earth units. Obviously this is map dependent, but ultimately it's the positioning that convinced me that Melnia is good enough to pull forward. Is good enough to go all the way to PD4. So right here, Melnia is using her second buff, which increases attack, agility, and one more thing, I don't remember what. And then Glassula has Barrier, no, that's AP recovery on. And then Limit Burst from Ed. And this is the Limit Burst for Dialdo, for those of you who... I'm sure there's a few of you who haven't seen this before, but Dialdo's Limit Burst basically does a bunch of damage and gives him regen for 3 turns. And that's Shadow Dance on King Bradley. So I wanna go back and highlight this part here. So actually for Melnia, right? Normally in this situation she will actually end up using her Limit Burst, but because I think my guildmate turned off Melnia's Limit Burst to conserve AP, so she ended up not using it here. Because the thing is, Glassula actually has a barrier on her, right? So normally the Limit Burst will activate. The Limit Burst will only activate if you have a target that has barrier on. And that's one thing I really like about the kit, by the way. So the only reason she's not using Limit Burst here, this is the healing ability down attack, is because Limit Burst is off for her. So now you have a situation where all of the Earth units are very far apart, right? And look at how much damage Dialdo is taking from the attacks. It's like he's taking 0 damage. King Bradley does Limit Burst, and we have a bit of damage from Dialdo. And then Melnia here is not doing as much damage as she could because Glassula still has barrier on her. And then here suddenly charms King Bradley, who betrays Dialdo. So it looks like things are pretty bad. One good thing about Melnia is that she can actually take 1 hit from almost any enemy. She will survive 1 hit for sure because of single target resistance and a bunch of other stuff. So here is really unfortunate that my King Bradley reflexed that attack, and so he's still stuck in charm. There we go. So I'm gonna roll back this part again. Just take a look at how much damage Melnia is doing. Okay, it's not a lot, but it's enough to take out, you know, the main win units. And unfortunately, she dies here. I reran this fight a number of times. If King Bradley didn't target Melnia, then Melnia will definitely survive to the end. But anyway, the work for Melnia is already done. You know, she's already done her job in this fight, killing off Glassula. And even though this is an Earth versus Wind matchup, as you can see here, like Wind is, you know, on the verge of losing. The team that's being used for Earth, only King Bradley is reincarnated about 40 times, and the rest do not have any reincarnations on them. So I know what some of you may think, which is that, you know, King Bradley is doing the heavy pulling. He's the one carrying the entire fight, right? But Melnia is also doing quite a lot of work. And for me, the most important thing is that all 3 Earth units are very far apart. And that is ultimately the factor, the main thing that made me feel like I will probably be using Melnia for a very long time. Because as you guys can see, throughout the fight, sorry, throughout the fight, Melnia actually stayed in the back for a really long time. So Fari says, Fari Shinosuke says, this is a Dialdo showcase, not a Melnia showcase. Yeah, I know, maybe I didn't pick the best example. Maybe I'll go back and try and record another example where Melnia will shine more. But the thing is, Melnia doesn't really have to do a lot. The fact that she's a long-range backline attacker who can do more work compared to Queen Marjorie, that alone makes her good enough to run in Mono Earth as a slot 3 character. So I'm not even sure if I want to use this clip as the intro anymore, but I'm definitely going to do some more recording and see if I can find maybe some other instance that showcases Melnia's strengths. This is only one of a few examples that, you know, I managed to see in the, you know, mock battle results. But basically, if Melnia is able to, if you look at the part where she hits 2 targets, because the thing is, right now I don't actually have sleep resistance on my Trust Stones, right? And what happens is, if Melnia is able to put one of these 2 characters to sleep, you just win the fight right there and then. And I feel that that is a really strong point about the character as well. It forces the opponents, it forces people to want to put the sleep resist passive onto their Trust Stones, which means that you can use that to force them to take something out. And I feel that just based on that alone, as long as Melnia is popular, right, then if Melnia is not popular, people will not put the sleep resist passive on their Trust Stone, which means that you can just win the fight based on that. If she gets popular, then people start putting it on. That will create an opportunity for, you know, you to basically win in another way, because they have to waste 1 slot to put on sleep resist just for Melnia. So I feel that she's strong in that manner as well. Okay, so let me read chat here. So let me turn up the audio bit first. So that's basically it for the clip. Now, if you guys want to see more examples, I'm definitely recording them for a video, but it will take some time because I still need to build all the good teams on the current guild battle map. I just started making teams earlier today. So I haven't really got very far, but I will try and make 1 good team for every element as much as possible, and then we can see how good these Melnia teams are against all the different meta teams, including strike element team. I mean, not strike element, including strike teams as well, of course. So one thing we're kind of speculating now is that Perrine, who is really not usable last month in guild battle because of Alaya, now that there's Melnia in the mix and the current guild battle map is something that gives Earth units, I believe, area of effect, AoE resistance. So because of that, Melnia is, not Melnia, Alaya is not as good this month, which means that you can now run Perrine safely in some situations, and that actually opens up the meta as well. Hey Nai from Sector 7, thanks for dropping by. Sorry for this like very sudden impromptu stream, but I basically made the decision that I want to, you know, go all the way and pull for Melnia. And if I'm going to do that, I want to do it as soon as possible so that I can start putting her in barracks. There's a 3x, no, not 3x. There's a half-time barracks campaign going on right now for her. So if I'm going to pull for her, I should do it as soon as possible so that I can start getting those shards. And that's why this sudden stream is happening at the time it did. Let's see here. Vintage Blade says, Dialdo is the ultimate damage sponge boy. Indeed. Earl Tanner says, wow, Dialdo is tanking like like not in elemental disadvantage. Yeah, that is I can't show you guys here, but I will put it in the mock battle video. I'll show you guys how much elemental resistance and how much weapon type resistance that Dialdo had. On top of, you know, all the resistances Dialdo has, right, he also has the counter cure reaction ability, which made him basically take no damage in the first few couple of turns, right? Alright, so we can start going into the polls. Kitty Law says, best of luck, Odaiba. Thanks for dropping by, Kitty. I know this is a bit of an unplanned stream, so what I'm gonna do now is I actually need to check my visual count first. I need exactly 24,000 free views. Okay, so I can go to PD if I want to do that. And if I check my medals, if I'm not wrong, I already have 200 medals in the Melnia piggy bank. So I need to pull a total of 18 more times, or I need 1,800 more medals. So the plan today is I'm gonna do one round of the standard banner first. Where is it? Get the meter to max. I'll do one round of that, and then I'll dip into my paid visual and do some. I'm not gonna waste my visual on this because this is a trap banner. The rates, the chances of pulling Melnia is actually the same as all the other banners. You're just wasting 1,000 paid vis for nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go directly to the paid vis banner, the paid vis 5-step, and hopefully I'll get lucky here. And then if I don't get her still, then I'll do one more round of the standard banner. Alright, so let me drink some water. Alright, I'm gonna start recording for YouTube now. So basically this part when I start recording is going to be a part of my next video on YouTube. Just to let you guys know. Give me a moment. Alright, we're back, and what's going to happen now is we are going to go all the way to pull on the summon banners until Melnia appears. Well, not necessarily until Melnia appears in the summon banners. If need be, I can afford to redeem her from the mock medal shop. Let me start over again. I kind of forgot what I was going to say. Kitty Law says, is there 300 paid vis summon? Yes, there is, but I already used it up on the banner yesterday. Alright guys, so what's going to happen now is we're going to start pulling from Melnia, and we're going to do it all the way until she comes home. Whether she comes to us via the banners, or if need be, I might have to go all the way to PD and redeem her with 2,000 medals here. Now as you guys can see, I already have 200 medals in the bank because yesterday when Melnia came out, at the time I'm doing this recording, it's already been 1 day since Melnia has come out. And so what happened was, because I wanted to wait until I'm able to find out more about the unit first, basically I only did 2 pulls yesterday when Melnia is out to just sort of see if I get lucky or not. And unfortunately I did not, and then I spent like the next day doing all kinds of mock battles and going through all kinds of information for Melnia, and yeah, at the end of the day I feel like I do want to have her in my arsenal of Earth units. So what we're gonna do now is we already did 2 pulls on the, or rather 1 pull on the standard banner, and then the other pull was for the Mind Spear banner. So what we're gonna do now is go all the way to max this meter one time, and then we're going to go through and do the paid vis pulls, and hopefully we can get Melnia by then. If not, I think for the remaining summons that we need, we'll just do one more round of the meter summons. So let me just read a bit of chat. Hey everyone, say hi to YouTube. Let's see here. Vintage Blade says, here we go boys, please gods above, let this man have Melnia before sorry, I kind of got, let me read that again. Here we go boys, please gods above, let this man have before we get Melnia for cheap and not the content creator event, aka full police. I kind of messed up the order of those words, but thanks for your well wishes. I certainly hope we can get her very quickly, and then I can just, go right into, putting her in barracks and start getting the shards. And of course, as soon as I have her at level 150, at level 140, I'm going to, you know, make some content with her as well. All right, so we're gonna start polling. I kind of lost track of the banner here. I believe this is a standard one. So first poll of the day. PS says good luck with the post. Thank you for that. Stray Light says hi everyone. Thanks for joining us, Stray Light. Sorry for the sudden impromptu live stream, but I basically wanted to record the polls with everybody here with me in chat. So that's why this stream just kind of popped up out of the blue with no, you know, advance notice. Okay, so first poll of the day, and nothing good so far. I hope this is not I hope this is not a taste of what's to come. Now, I technically do have enough visual to go to pity through a mix of free visual and paid visual, but if I do reach pity, I basically will have to empty pretty much all of my free viz, and that makes me kind of vulnerable for if they put out like a really strong summer unit. But I don't feel like they will give us a really good summer unit this year, because the one last year was kind of not that great. Summer Helena was actually not as good as what everybody hoped. So my guess is that because Melnia this time is kind of pretty good, and it's like a direct counter to Elias, so I'm going to guess that for the summer unit, it's not going to be as strong of a unit, because they just released two very strong units back to back. And that's also one of the reasons why, you know, I am kind of confident about going for Melnia in this scenario. KLLK says, Melly, please come home. So is her nickname, that's your nickname for her, right? Because I haven't read the latest chapter, so I'm not sure if she has like any family inside the game that's been introduced to us. But if you read through her move list, one of the moves is called Melissa's Prayer, and a lot of people, ever since that, you know, ever since Melnia came out and people have seen the name of that move, there's been a lot of speculation about who Melissa could possibly be. Oh, and this is our first UR of the day. Let's hope that is Melnia. Come on. Wait, is this the... Oh my gosh, she's here, you guys! Oh my gosh! Let me take a screenshot. She's here! Yes! I guess I did the right thing doing this, doing the polling in front of everyone here in chat with me. I'm pretty sure I benefited from the luck and everyone's well wishes from chat, because you guys know, you guys have watched my content long enough, right? I mean, you guys know how many times I have to go to pity. And then I think somebody was commenting yesterday, are we gonna see a repeat of PD Diver? And yeah, that's kind of been my nickname due to how many times I hit PD. So I'm really lucky this time that it's not a PD. And I think we're gonna go and take a look at the medals now, the number of medals. We got her really early. We didn't even reach the end of the standard meter, you know, from the featured summer banner. So that's really, really lucky, incredible luck. And let me check the medal count. I think we got her in like 5-10 polls, right? Yeah. Holy cow. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for, you know, I'm really glad to be sharing this moment with you guys. Hopefully, when she comes to the global server, every one of you will be able to get her early in your polls as well. For now, I'm gonna trade in all of these medals for her shards for sure. And I wanna start putting her in barracks. And there is actually a couple of campaigns right now going on for Melnia, because the game is trying to push her as somebody that people should pull for. I need to take somebody out, so let's see. Oh, I guess Ralphu, I have to take her out since her timer is like the furthest away. Melnia is Earth element, and so as you guys can see here, she only takes 6 hours to get a single shard. And I'm gonna set her faith to 97. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but I kind of want to see how much damage she takes when her faith is at 97. And by the way, I'm one of the crazy people who actually has Elia's faith at 97. Most people actually set it to 50. So this right here, this is not normal at all. When you guys get your Elia, try her at faith 50 first. That's what most people do, but I want to do something. I want to experiment with a few things with her, so that's why my faith is a little bit different. Oh, what a relief! All right, so that's it for the video this time, and basically afterwards, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to build a lot more teams to use in guild battle and run them through the level 140 and run them against the level 140 Melnia teams that my guildmates have prepared for the rest of us to mock against. And I'll have that up as a video for you guys to watch probably sometime tomorrow. It'll take a bit of time, but fortunately for today and tomorrow there's no guild battle in JP. So I do have a bit of time to actually go and record that footage for you guys. So until the next video, I'm gonna try and upload that as soon as I can. But this is gonna be it for now. I kind of forgot how my outro in my videos usually goes. So I'm just gonna end the video right here. Alright, so that was me just stopping the recording for the video. But yeah, basically, this stream, all I really wanted to do was to pull for Elia, so not too sure if I should be streaming anymore. Is there anything you guys want to see in JP server right now? There's a shard campaign for Elia as well. So if you go to this thing here and find her quest, is she in this page? Wait. Okay, so I guess she's in the other page. Should be somewhere around here. Oh, there we go. Gotta bookmark this. I need to take somebody out. Okay, so it'll take a bit of time, but basically right now, when you complete Melnia's hard quest, right, instead of getting 1 drop, you get 3 right away. And do we need Melnia to be in this quest? No, as long as we have a chain of 2 or more. So I'm gonna use a water team on this. Edion Strife says, it's a shame she's not dark. Well, the thing with dark in JP is that it's very much meta at the moment. Because dark is one of the main elements with which you're supposed to counter strike teams with. And ever since Rafu came out, dark has been consistently been one of the best teams to run in guild battle. So there really is no reason for them to release another really good dark unit at this point. So I believe they changed the element for Melnia simply for balancing reasons. Nick says, take care, Odaiba, and have a great rest of the day. You too, thank you so much for stopping by. Wait, is that Ronald? Ronald says, I'm looking on the possibility of partnering her on the S Lilith. Is that, who's S Lilith? Is that Shadow Lynx? Oh, Summer Lilith. Summer Lilith is Earth Element. Yeah, Summer Lilith is Earth Element as well. So I don't know about that because I guess next month when the summer units come out, when the new summer unit comes out and all of the old summer units get their level 140, there can be a chance that Summer Lilith may turn out to be good. And I have her built to level 120 in Global as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what kind of upgrades they give her. Hopefully it's good enough for me to try and play around with Summer Lilith in global version. Okay, let's see here. Stray Luck says, congrats mate, I bring luck. Indeed you do. Thank you for being here. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here so that I can start putting my video together. Like recently I've just been doing streams and I haven't uploaded a video because I don't know, I guess I kind of, my videos tend to be too long, right? And then I just kind of don't really have a good idea of like what I want to put out as a video. And sometimes I just don't have the time to do it. But thankfully this weekend, actually I got something to do tomorrow, but I'm gonna try and, you know, get something out for today, and then the mock battle video will come as soon as I can get it out there. So that's it for now. That's it for this stream. Thank you guys for stopping by on such short notice. In the future, what I'm gonna do is, I've said this before, but I'm basically going to be making a Discord server so that I will be able to more easily let you guys know when I'm about to go live. And right now the plan is I want to do a bit of a stream schedule thing. So my thinking right now is maybe I can stream WOTV on Wednesdays and on whatever day the JP update is. And then on top of that, if I want to stream some more, I'll do it on Saturday and Sunday, because those are the days when I will be able to find a good time to actually stream for, you know, people living all over the world. Because the thing is, because I live in Asia, it's kind of difficult for me to find a stream time that is, you know, that works for European audiences and North American audiences as well. So that's the kind of dilemma I have. I'll talk more about that when I'm ready to share that information in a video, possibly sometime next week.